Good morning. It's the first day of our 3-day trip from Denver to New York. We got up bright and early in the morning to get on the road. Colorado going east with Kansas City in our GPS. We're in good spirits and jamming out to the music and having a good time. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. We know we're headed home with a truck full of books and art. Our favorite part of driving across the country is watching the landscape change. When you're carefully observing the colors of nature, it becomes a journey within a journey, and you begin to appreciate why someone would want to capture nature in all of its grandeur. Gas stations across the middle of the country can actually have some decent food and some interesting knickknacks. Admittedly, you're gambling when you buy lunch from a gas station.
We find some burritos that look like they might be from a local restaurant because they have an official-looking sticker and they're wrapped in tin foil.
We're pleasantly surprised by the impromptu breakfast. It's a quick stop and we're back on the road. Oh, wait, until we realize we're in Nebraska, which is the complete wrong state. I'm pretty sure as the navigator, it was completely my mistake. I was too busy trying to film the side of the road to be bothered with small details like, well, where the hell are we going? Despite the setback, we are happy. I found this hat in a gas station, and we started our plan for our first night in Omaha. I always find myself gazing out the window, feeling really small and wanting to go run around in the fields. Although I did plenty of staring at the sky and watching the wheat fields pass by, we did need to replan where we were gonna stay, so we decided just to stop short in Omaha, where we were able to find a really cool Japanese restaurant where I got kimchi ramen, and we had some sake, and we just chilled out. After kind of a long day of driving, we were super excited to check into our hotel that was so pretty. We had such a relaxing night. Before we knew it, we were back on the road for day 2. We were in Iowa. The weather started out really great, and it's always one of my favorite states to drive through. The hills are beautiful, and being in Iowa just feels vast. Maybe the weather's gonna take a weird turn. Although it is really beautiful driving through the fog, we decided that it might be time to pull over and find some breakfast. We looked for a local spot, but ended up settling on a childhood favorite of mine. It's called Perkins. You can find them all throughout the Midwest, and you can get some awesome home-style meals there. Speaking of food, our trail mix melted together in one big blob. That was actually super fun to eat, so I want to try microwaving my trail mix to see if I can make it a big blob again. We're now in it for the long haul, a big long day driving through the country. It went on and on and on, looking exactly like this. Before I knew it, we were in Indiana, and I had no idea. We were just driving along and jamming. At this point, we're both pretty exhausted and ready to find a place to stay. The trip to the hotel was a really fun one because all of a sudden things started to get really green. The side roads of Indiana were absolutely beautiful, very Norman Rockwell. We found a salad and headed towards our stay for the night. We were pleasantly surprised. The staff at this hotel were super friendly and everybody made us feel so welcome. It was nice and clean, and we were so excited to see a hot shower. The night went quick because we had a 4 a.m. wake-up call, but my, was it worth it. The sunrise was so beautiful as we left our hotel. I'm not sure I've ever seen something so colorful and so welcoming. Even though this was the longest day of driving that we had, the start to it was so pretty, I don't think I would trade it for anything. Welcome to day 3. I am definitely as tired as I look as the sun caresses the landscape while it passes by in a neon blur. It's these moments on the trip that make it all worthwhile. The way you can tell that you're out east is the traffic will start to pick up. It's probably one of the most anxiety-inducing experiences you could ever have, especially after such a calm drive. We had hit Philadelphia. It's actually beautiful. Philadelphia is a very, very big state filled with winding roads and purple mountains. This was one of the longest legs of our trip. I think it took an entire day. As we approached New York, we braced ourselves for the knowledge that we were going to be facing 2 hours of sitting in standstill traffic to get home. It was a fun journey, but this part was especially boring, so I'll spare you. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll have more to come in the future of different types of content. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day.